everyone, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I want to apologize for being gone for way too long at this point. I had plans to come back earlier, but I just didn't have the passion, I guess is the right way to say it. But I am still here. I might not upload as often, but I am working on some things. So I hope you guys stick around. Today's topic is something that was requested quite often on my community tab, and that is a update on some of the groups that I've talked about in my past videos. And today we're going to be talking about the groups that I have covered before, and I believe that the companies ruined these groups, whether that is through mismanagement or, in most cases, I think all of the cases, disbandment or at least just disappearing. If you haven't watched the videos for these groups, it's not necessary. You don't need to watch this video. It does help, or if you know a little bit about them, but it's not completely necessary, as this is just more of a recap and also just kind of proof that some of these companies are bad. But I will, of course, leave links down below if you want to catch up on some of the stories before you go on to watch this video. And there will be a second part to this video where I discuss other groups that didn't fit into this topic, but I also wanted to update on. So look forward to that. I hope to release that in the coming weeks. And then I have another video also related to a group that I've covered on my channel before. So without further ado, let's dive into where the groups are now that I've covered over the past 2-3 years on my channel. My video about Dia was posted on January 2021, so over 2 years ago. I think most people know what ended up happening to Dia, as they disbanded after their 7-year contract came to an end. But before we talk about that, let's go back and catch up what happened after I posted my video. Something I forgot to mention in the last video is that sometime in 2020, Dia was moved to Pocket Doll Studios, a company founded by MBK and Interpark in 2017. In July of 2021, one of the members, Yebin, had her solo debut with the digital single Yes I Know. Then, finally, in 2022, it was officially confirmed that Soompi had left the group, terminating her contract with the company. According to an article on Naver, the reason given for her departure was health issues. But I don't know how much I believe that. Or at least, I don't think that was the only reason. In May of 2022, news media started reporting that Dia would be having one last comeback before their disbandment. A representative of Pocket Doll then later confirmed the comeback, saying, quote, "It's true that Dia will make a comeback sometime in August with a new album. The comeback will include all 6 members, including Chaeyeon," end quote. Of course, that comeback did not happen in August, but in mid-September. Dia released a final goodbye single album called Rooting for You. The album had 2 songs, Rooting for You and The Blinding Past. For the title track, The Blinding Past, the group released a wholesome video that recapped the journey of Dia, and I absolutely love this song. I think it just tells you everything you need to know about how done the label was with trying and giving any effort, as the music video was only uploaded onto Dia's YouTube channel and not onto Pocket Doll's label channel like their previous music videos. The group was originally, allegedly, supposed to perform the single on music shows, but those plans were cancelled due to member Chaeyeon getting injured. On the group's 7th anniversary, Dia technically disbanded, with the members deciding to go their own ways. However, member Yebin said that even though the group's contract has expired, Dia would never disband, and they wanted to promote and release an album together even if the girls were under different companies. So where are the members now? Well, Yebin, who had her solo debut in mid-2021, signed a contract with a new company, Yam Yam Entertainment, in November of 2022. Then in June of 2023, she had a comeback with her single Contrail. This time around, she actually got to promote the single on music shows. She also has a YouTube channel where she uploads from time to time, and she had a fan meeting in December of 2023. Member Jihoon also continued her passion of being an idol. She signed with a new label in December of 2022 and had her debut in April 2023 with her single Easy Breezy. She also posts on YouTube doing vlogs and more. Eunice likewise debuted as a solo artist, signing with 12 Entertainment in October of 2022, releasing her debut single Blue Rose in May of 2023. She was credited as a writer and a composer on her debut single. Jihoon signed a contract with Hycon Entertainment in September of 2022, signing on as an actress. Chaeyeon signed with BH Entertainment and will likely continue her venture into acting. In December, she was announced to be in the cast for the show Prefabricated Family. The series is supposed to air sometime in 2024. She also does a lot of modeling for different brands. Last but not least, Eunje was revealed as a contestant on the SBS survival show Universe Ticket that started airing in November of 2023 and recently wrapped up. She was unfortunately eliminated in episode 5 of the show.
That's suspicious.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's weird.
I do want to touch on Soompi as she was a large focus of my last Daya video. In January of 2022, Soompi started streaming on a website called Panda TV. The website mostly focused on 19+ content. When the news came out about her new endeavors, the company was quick to announce that Soompi was not in the company or group anymore, saying that her contract had been terminated a while ago. It is funny that it took her joining an adult website for the company to say anything. A lot of fans were disappointed in Soompi's choice to enter into quote-unquote adult content. According to Namu Wiki, Soompi has gone back and forth on her streaming, taking breaks for personal reasons and then even closing her account, but then appeared again online. But from what I know, she has stopped streaming. In March of 2023, Soompi did an interview on Attack on Sisters. There she spoke about her choice to become a broadcaster, saying that it was due to her family's financial situation. She said that she also worked at a cafe and did modeling for online clothing brands to support herself and her family. She also spoke out about her struggles, saying that she had a hard time with a panic disorder and had to rely on sleeping pills. Since August of 2023, she hasn't been active on Instagram, so I don't know what she's up to now. But with that, at least for now, the chapter on Daya has closed. But we never know what might happen in the future, and I do hope we see Daya together sometime in the future. My video about BVNDIT was released in mid-2021, while member Sunghoon was still participating in Girls Planet 999. She ended up being eliminated in the 5th episode of the show on September 3rd, 2021. Not much else happened in 2021, which I find silly, as I always say that when a member of a group joins a survival show of any kind and gains attention, the group should have a comeback soon after the show to try and draw in more fans. However, in this case, that was not done. In March of 2022, fans started sharing the hashtag BVNDIT deserves better and demanding an explanation from MNH and overall better treatment for the group. In April of 2022, BVNDIT celebrated their 3-year anniversary and they revealed that they were planning to come back in May. This made fans very happy since it had been a year since their last release, Carnival. On May 25th, 2022, the group had their comeback with a mini album Re-Original with the title track Venom.
Spit. Venom, Venom, yeah.
This album, from the title track to the B-sides, is just chef's kiss.
This right here is my favorite thing ever in the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
The music video didn't have a huge budget, that was clear, but the members and the song itself 100% made up for it. Unfortunately, even though there was some hype around the group after the release, it wasn't enough to save them. On November 11th, MNH Entertainment made the sad announcement that BVNDIT had disbanded in October of 2022 and the members had terminated their contract with the company. I think that it was unfortunately clear that the group was not gonna keep going for long, as the company could barely manage their solo artist Changha at the time properly, so some fans did see it coming sooner or later. There is more information surrounding the situation with MNH and Changha, so if you have free time, I recommend looking into that. On top of that, it does look like to some people that MNH got rid of BVNDIT to make way for their new boy group that debuted in January of 2023, but of course that is just pure speculation. Before we end this update, I want to tell you what the members are up to now. To back up a little bit, member Jihoon was a part of the virtual survival show Girls Reverse, and her character Yoo was revealed in late October of 2022. She was eliminated from the show on the 5th episode. In May of 2023, she released a song called It's Been Forever in collaboration with Roden. She is on Instagram and recently shared a video with their 4 former BVNDIT members. Songhee appeared in a music video for the song The Day After You Said Goodbye. She's also active on Instagram, but besides that, there weren't many updates about her future endeavors that I could find. Jungwoo signed an exclusive contract with Show Play Actors in April of 2023 with plans to debut as a musical actress. She is active on Instagram. She also has a YouTube channel that she posts to from time to time. I did not find much out about Simyoung. She has a theater account linked in her Instagram bio, so I assume that she's in some sort of theater production and has interest in exploring that further. Again, if you have any information about that, please let me know in the comments. Last but not least, Seungin, who also participated in the virtual survival show Girls Reverse with their character Saru. She made it to the final round, ranking at number 9, but didn't make it into the final group as only the top 5 characters would make it to the debut. I honestly don't know anything about the show, so I'm curious if any of you guys have watched it and if it's worth checking out. She participated in musical theater in 2023, and her Instagram bio links to Dongduk Women's University, so I'm assuming she goes there for acting. If you wanna check out any of the members and support their individual endeavors, I will leave links down below. But unfortunately, that closes our chapter on BVNDIT, at least for now.
그럼 지금까지 BVNDIT였습니다.
I posted my video about Fanatics in November of 2021, and Lord, the mess just keeps going on. In March of 2023, they did the same song and dance that they did with Shika that I mentioned in my first video, and this time with Chelin deleting her YouTube playlist that was full of her content, and they also removed her name from the YouTube bio. In April of 2022, members Ryan and Doi did a live stream where they talked about filming a music video together. This gave fans slight hope that Fanatics were coming back, but we later found out that this was a collaboration with another artist. The song was called Spring Night and was a collaboration between Ryan and MK, and the music video also featured Doi. In May of 2022, Fanatics' social media accounts were changed to the company accounts, but then in October, those accounts were completely deleted. And since we don't really know anything further about the company or Fanatics as a group, I want to update you guys individually on the members. Let's start with Doa. In late 2022, Doa opened up her own YouTube channel as well as a Twitter page. In January of 2023, Doa revealed that she was planning on releasing a solo album. She would then have her solo debut in May of 2023 with her digital single Dream Walking. She is active on social media and she's a model for the makeup brand Etude. She also appeared in a drama called My Man is Cupid that started airing in December of 2023. She also announced that she has a fan meeting in Japan soon, and that will be taking place in Tokyo and Osaka in February. Ryan signed with another label, Leaders Entertainment, in November of 2023 and works as a model. She also has a YouTube channel where she posts vlogs and song covers from time to time. She also recently posted photos on her Instagram where she visited another member, Doi, in Taiwan. Speaking of Doi, she opened up her own YouTube channel in late 2022. In her introduction video, she said that she planned to move to Taiwan and work there. She still uploads to her channel quite often, and she has over 100,000 subscribers. From what I understand, her videos are like tips and tricks for Koreans that want to go visit Taiwan. In January of 2023, Doi and TA did an interview together in Taiwan. The video doesn't have any English subtitles, so I can't really exactly tell you what they were talking about. They did seem to address the V-Life incident, and according to Nugu promoter, they said that they both wanted to become actresses, and that is why they moved to Taiwan.
是的实境是不是那个谁被谁打西卡？这次西卡自己那个滑倒在，对。
They also shared that Fanatics plan to have a comeback, asking fans to support them while they wait, but I don't think these plans ever became anything. In a live stream in February of 2023, Doi appeared with the special guest Jaelin, and Jaelin has featured in a couple of Doi's videos on her YouTube channel. Jaelin is now active on Instagram as well as YouTube where she posts covers. Jaelin recently released her single Let It Snow. Besides that, I'm not really sure if she's under a label or anything like that. Jie is active on Instagram and she seems to travel between Korea and Taiwan. She has appeared with Doi on her YouTube channel before. She works as a professional dancer and she was a model for a skincare brand for a while. In 2022, she also appeared as a guest mentor on a Taiwanese survival show. I don't know much else about her, so if you have any updates, feel free to let me know. Shika started training in China to become an idol once again. She joined the reality show Sounds Like Summer Flowers. From that, she joined the group lineup for the Chinese girl group Summer Flower Girls. The group had their debut in December, I believe. I tried to look into the group and I couldn't find any sources in English, and when I tried to find information in Chinese, I didn't get much. She does have a Weibo account that she posts onto, and from a video that she posted recently, it seems like this group is still ongoing. I found a video that was posted around the time that she joined the survival show, and in the video she talks about an article that went viral on Weibo about the V-Live incident.
因为帮了队友治了腿，我上了热搜。我叫连思佳，曾经在海外羽坛出道，很多人认识我，大概因为前年的那个热搜。没错，那个女孩就是我。
So if this isn't enough confirmation that Shika got physically assaulted, I don't know what proof people need. Yoonhae joined a model show on SBS called Supermodel back in 2022. She didn't win the show, but she did rank high enough to get signed to a modeling agency. As for Via, I honestly have no clue what she's up to. Back in 2022, she was active on Instagram and posted multiple photo shoots and such, but her Instagram is seemingly unavailable, so I have no clue where she is or what she's up to. If you know anything about that, please let me know. At this point, it is pretty safe to say that Fanatics, at least on paper, disbanded. We of course never know if the members will reunite once again, but it seems like they're all working on their solo endeavors in acting or social media, modeling, or in some cases, music. But unfortunately, it does seem that Fanatics chapter has come to an end, which is very sad because I really liked them and I was really hoping that they would have some kind of boost after Girls Planet 999, but unfortunately, that never happened. Just to quickly recap where we left off my original video about TO1, managed by Wake One Entertainment, the group had just lost 4 members. First member Jihoon, then members Minsu, Jerome, and Woongi. 3 members were added instead, those being Daigo, Renta, and Yeojung. The group with a new lineup had a comeback on June 28th of 2022 with their mini album Why Not, with the title track Drummin'. This album sold almost 49,000 copies, a decent jump from their last album release. The group then had a comeback once again on November 23rd, 2022 with their mini album Up To You with the title track Freeze Tag. This album sold 50,000 copies, once again jumping up in sales. Throughout 2022, the members of the group also partook in multiple OSTs for different Korean dramas. In December of 2022, a video released for an upcoming survival show, Boys Planet, caught the eye of some people. Among the many contestants, former member Woongi and Jerome, who I will now call Sungmin, could be spotted. The two had joined as Wake One trainees, while the other former member Minsu, who had left the group the same time as the other two, was not seen in the performance video. Fans started asking questions about the situation, and Wake One released a statement the same day. In the statement, they confirmed that Woongi and Sungmin were indeed partaking in Boys Planet, while Minsu had terminated his contract with Wake One and left the company. On March 9th, 2023, TO1 released a special digital single album with a remake of TVXQ's song Hug. In May of 2023, after being announced earlier that year they would be attending the KCON Thailand lineup, Wake One came out saying that the appearance had to be cancelled. In a short statement from the agency, they said, quote, "We regret to inform you that the scheduled appearance of TO1 at KCON 2023 Thailand has been cancelled due to unforeseen circumstances of TO1's agency." End quote. Boys Planet ended in April of 2023. Woongi ended up ranking 20th, while Sungmin was eliminated early in the second round of eliminations, ranking 35th. Following the conclusion of Boys Planet, on June 22nd, Wake One announced that Woongi had parted ways with the company. Later on September 7th, Wake One announced that Sungmin had also left the company. It is actually pretty funny and sort of satisfying to see that fans cheered once they left the company. In September of last year, 2023, member Renta announced that he was leaving the group. Interestingly enough, about a month after his announcement, Renta joined another group, a Japanese group called Octopath, which consisted of contestants from the second season of the Japanese version of Produce 101. Then, on December 17th, it was announced that the group's contract with Wake One was going to be terminated on December 31st, 2023. In a statement from Wake One, they said, quote,
"After a long, in-depth discussion and consideration, our company and TO1 members Dongeun, Chan, Jisoo, Jaehyun, Jaeyu, Kyungho, Daigo, and Yeojung reached a mutual agreement to terminate our exclusive contracts as of December 31st, 2023.
End quote. Once again, fans were of course sad that this had to happen, but also in a way happy, as they didn't think Wake One was doing a good job managing the group. Some people even called Wake One out, saying they were doing this now as they had now gotten a new shiny boy group, Zero Base One, so they threw TO1 to the side. Of course, no hate to Zero Base One at all. Since the group disbanded not that long ago, there aren't many updates about the members. I will give a quick rundown on the members that do have something to update on. Member Jihoon announced on January 10th that he had enlisted in the military at the beginning of December. Former member Jerome aka Sungmin joined a new boy group called One Pact. This group had their debut under the company Armada Entertainment with a mini album with the title track Must Be Nice. And like I mentioned before, Renta joined a Japanese group and recently released a music video for their song Octave. Members and former members have their own social media and are pretty active on there, so I will leave any links you will need down below if you're interested. Some of them did open Instagrams while still in TO1 but have since stopped using those Instagrams. But I do wish the best for all the members of TO1, as honestly Wake 1 treated them like trash, and it is pretty clear at this point that this company should not be managing any group at all, because they can't even manage the groups that they have now, like Kepler and Zero Base 1. You can only imagine how they were treating TO1. It's both a happy and a sad situation to see them disband, because I actually really enjoyed their music, and when I made my first video about them, I started really liking them, but I just knew I could feel in my heart that I couldn't get into this group because I felt like the other shoe was about to drop, and unfortunately that did end up happening. So I just wish the best to all the members, and I hope they go on to do whatever they really want to do and pursue their passions, because they deserve so much better than that goddamn company. Anyway, that is gonna be it for the chapter on TO1. I made my video about GWSN back in March of 2022, and when we left off, I had expressed my grievances with the group's company and how badly they were managing the group. It is a longer video, but I highly recommend checking it out before for some context, but it's not completely necessary. After my video, not a lot of news came out for the next couple of months. Fans were stoked to see when the girls came together to celebrate the 4-year anniversary of their debut, and to fans' joy, So was also with the girls to celebrate. In October of 2022, news started circulating that GWSN's label had closed down. In October, Swin Lee, the producer behind some of the group's songs that we talked about last time, spoke about the group on Instagram Live. Let me play some clips where he speaks about the company.
The way music, actually, it's gone. It's fucking closed. Then I still pay on me, but it is more like paper company right now.
Now, let me explain a bit what he means by a paper company. He basically means that technically the Wave music still exists, but only on paper. There is no staff, there is no office. But the company hasn't filed for bankruptcy or officially closed down their businesses. Swin Lee then speaks a little bit about the members. Let me also play those clips.
If you see any members soon, please tell them girls love them no matter what. Yeah, sure, why not? We hoping that they will move to a new company. Yeah, that's what I hope so, but GWSN doesn't have any company. Are they going to get picked up by new one soon? Okay, it depends on the definition of meaning of soon. I mean, in this year, 2022. In this year, they're not gonna have any movement. You know what I mean? Maybe next year.
Now, maybe I'm looking too much into it, but to me, when he says he doesn't think anything will happen in 2022, I believe he knew things were going on behind the scenes. And in a moment, you will understand why I believe that is true. Fans were hopeful that the members might just move to another company. It does sometimes happen. As an example about another group that I have talked about on my channel before and that I will cover again in another update video coming soon, Elris rebranded to Alice and was moved to a new company when the fans were scared the group had disbanded. So I will say, I do feel bad for Swin Lee for addressing the situation again and again, but when fans have no one else to speak to, they become desperate. But then a day later, Swin Lee spoke up again after people started reporting that GWSN had disbanded. He came out to clarify that the group had not disbanded, but the group was not doing any promotion for the rest of 2022. He said there was an opportunity for the group to resume activities under a new label, but that nothing was confirmed yet. He also stated that there was a possibility he could work with the group in the future. On January 22nd, 2023, major news about GWSN came out. Quoting this article about the situation, they said, quote, "Recently, 7-member multinational girl group GWSN won without argument in the first trial of lawsuit to terminate exclusive contract with the agency. On the 2nd, the Seoul Central District Court's Civil Affairs Department 28 ruled in favor of the plaintiff in a lawsuit filed by the 7 members of GWSN against their agency, The Wave Music, on the 12th. The article then goes into detail about what was revealed in the filing against The Wave Music. The girls told the court that the members had been evicted from their dorms in February of 2022 because The Wave Music stopped paying the rent for their accommodations. Then, in July of 2022, the dance practice room they had been using was off limits to them, and on top of that, all the employees and manager that helped the group on their activities also left the company. One of the more fucked up things that were revealed in this filing is that the Wave Music had been neglecting to keep up with the visa information for Soso and Mia, like providing proof of wages. The girls had to pay fines and now had a criminal record due to this. A source for GWSN said, quote, "The exclusive contract has completely lost its effectiveness due to the failure of the management and settlement data obligations," end quote. The girls also stated they had never gotten paid for any of their work. The Wave Music did not even show up to the court for this case, which gave the girls of GWSN a default win. The Wave Music would have 14 days to appeal the judgment until it would be final. No appeal was seemingly filed. The same day, Seokyeon replied to a fan on Instagram saying, quote, "If it's unfair to me, I'll put up with it. But if you get angry and mess with my fans, I can't handle it. I get very angry. Don't worry too much because I won't hold back my voice either. I would do anything for my fans," end quote. A few days after the news broke, Seoryung held a birthday live Instagram on January 26th. She spoke about how the girls had all recently met each other.
최근에 만난 멤버가 있어요? 최근에 만난 멤버요? 최근에 그냥 다 같이 만났던 것 같은데. 따로 본 거는 제일 최근은 애니였던 것 같은데.
On January 31st, Seokyeon posted an Instagram story with a photo of the character Dobby from Harry Potter with the caption, "Dobby is free now." In an article by Kpop Map about the lawsuit, they claimed that there was talks about GWSN re-debuting that year. I have no clue where they got this information, as I can't seem to find any information about these claims besides this article. Later, when Kpop Map was pressed for details, they answered a tweet saying, "Dear Gru, we haven't heard from the insiders again. We will check the current status and keep you posted," end quote. No more info seemingly came out after this. On May 1st, 2023, Mia signed with Masterlight Inc., a Japanese label. In her bio in the company's website, it states that she will not only be aiming to be a solo singer, but also a model, actress, and a creator. In an article released on May 22nd, we got more information about her time with Wave Music. She likened her experience to being in a prison. When retelling her journey of becoming an idol, Mia stated, quote, "I was approached by 2 companies. I borrowed money from my parents and went to Korea. When I showed them my dance and singing for the 2nd edition, they told me, 'Come back next week.' I signed a contract as it was, got my luggage from Japan, and dormitory life started in no time. That was in March of 2018, end quote. Following this, she was asked if she spoke Korean at the time, and Mia said, quote, "At the time of the audition, a person at the company could speak a little Japanese. I was at a level where I couldn't even say hello. The company prepared Korean classes for me, but I feel like I learned more living rather than learning in class," end quote. She also said this heartbreaking quote later on the article, quote, "The other day, I was talking on the phone with one of the members and they joked, 'We were in a prison, weren't we?' End quote. When asked about practice and mealtime, Mia said, quote, No practice time was stress-free time. Every day, practice starts after school, and after each individual and group practice ended, it was dark outside. When I went to practice, I had to weigh myself in front of my manager. After that, I had to report things like, I ate a banana and a boiled egg, or I ate an apple. I only ate food twice a day. It almost drove me crazy. My previous company was very strict, and I didn't have any free time or money. My mobile phone was also confiscated. I could barely talk to my family through the manager's mobile phone, end quote. She also spoke about how the girls would secretly eat when they could. Later in the interview, she was asked about her agency stopping the girls' activities. Mia said, quote, I waited while listening to the situation through the manager, but it was a difficult time. We, the members, were the ones who lost our patience. I ended up staying illegally. I really don't know what's going on with the company. I don't feel guilty, end quote. Mia did another interview with NHK in June of 2023. It's mostly just a recap of her career and what she aspires to do in the future, so if you're interested, I will leave a link down below for both interviews. So, GWSN, at least for now, is gone. We never know what the future might hold, but I think for now the members are focusing on individual projects. So where are these 7 members? Mia, like I mentioned before, signed with a company in Japan. She has also done some modeling for Nylon and appeared in a drama. She also announced that she was having a solo debut in 2024 and she was recently in Korea to record for the solo project.
이번에 한국은 우리 회사 대표님이랑 같이 왔는데 오늘 밤에는 제가 부탁해서 간장게장 먹었습니다. 이번 한국 와서 바나나 우유 먹었나요? 당연히 먹었지. 2번 먹었어. 근데 오늘 안 먹었다. 내일 먹어야지. 내일 마지막이니까 내일 먹어야지. 공항에서 먹어야지. 앨범 나오면 한국에서 팬사해주세요. 하고 싶다 나도. 이번에 한국 오는 이유가 좀 녹음하러 오는 거였어요. 녹음 잘 끝났고요. 그래서 뭔가 2024년 올해는 많이 재미있는 시간 많이 만들 수 있을 것 같아요.
Seokhyung briefly worked as a dance teacher and is now signed to Ice Creative, and she might lean into the social media like vlogging, for example. Lena on occasion uploads self-written songs as well as covers onto SoundCloud. And to our knowledge, hasn't signed with any company, but recently did post professional headshots, and an old producer of the group claimed that she was planning on pursuing an acting career. Minju, Seryung, and Soso have not signed with any labels from what I know. Soso might lean into social media, and she, along with Mia, attended Seoul Fashion Week, and more recently she was at another fashion show. Seryung also attended her own birthday cafe that was hosted by fans on January 26th of this year. The girls are all on social media, posting on Instagram often and doing Q&A stories from time to time. I will of course leave links down below for the girls' social media. On top of that, the girls do see each other very often. In late January of this year, Mia, Seryung, and Lena and Seokhyung went live on Instagram to chat with fans. The members of GWSN often post about the group and their fans, so their bond seems very strong, which really warms my heart. In moments like these, I hate to say, I told you so. In June of 2021, I made a video about A100 Entertainment, also known as Kpop Live Entertainment. At the end of that video, I told you guys about this company that from now on I will refer to as Kpop Live, was gathering up to debut yet another girl group. After their company's garbage management of their 2 past groups, I did not have high hopes, and oh boy, looking back on everything, I am yet again so pissed off at this company. But before we get into that, let me give you some info about this new group. Like I said in the video I made originally, this group, High L, was supposed to debut in July of 2021, but on July 30th, it was announced that debut had been pushed back. we're off to a wonderful start. Hi-L, with their 6 members, had their debut on August 11th of 2021. Their debut album was named Go High and had 3 tracks: Beautiful Night, Always, and the title track, 22. For some reason, the digital release, like I said, was on August 11th, but a physical release for the album wouldn't be until on August 18th. On November 16th, the group released a dance practice for Beautiful Night, a B-side of their debut album, and then on December 9th, the group released a music video for that song. In May of 2022, a new co-ed program started airing called Stars Awakening. One of the contestants was Hi-L Soojung. I never watched the show, so I don't know much about it. In late June, according to a new group promoter, all the girls from the show were eliminated, one of those being Soojung. In early July of 2022, fans started speculating that the group would be having a comeback soon. That speculation was confirmed that Hi-L, after 11 months, would be having a comeback in mid-July. The group had their first comeback on July 14th of 2022 with their single album Summer Ride, with the title track Highway. And once again, the physical release took almost a month to come out, only coming out on August 12th. At this point, I had fallen into the trap that was Hi-L, as I really enjoyed their debut and even snagged a signed album. I was a big fan of the group, and when I saw this comeback was happening, I was over the moon. And when I saw the group was doing some fan signs, I jumped on the opportunity. I bought 2 albums, and oh boy, that was a mess. I did win a fan sign, and I was so happy to get to chat with the girls. They were very sweet, and if anything, made me fall even further in love with the group. The fan call took place on July 14th, if I'm recalling correctly, so they didn't even have the albums to sign, which is probably what led to the mess that followed, which was getting the album signed to the correct person. One of them had the completely wrong name, and one of them just had the Korean address as the name. I made fuss with the company that was hosting the fan sign and thankfully got an album that was actually signed to my name. But either way, I feel like having a physical release almost a month after your release date is just not good, because one of the things that are counted on music shows is sales. Compared to the group's prior release, this album was sad. The album packaging was just cardboard, so the items and even the album itself were very damaged and dented, and the photo cards were damaged and creased. If I can find any clips from when I got the album, I will include some of those. But what can you really do, you know? It's super hard to show, but it's so bent. The inclusions are also super bent. And this came like this to my Korean friend, my Korean proxy. Because they only shipped it in like a small, thin, like those orange bubble mailers. So everything is bent. I'm so sad. Also, this was opened. Like, is already opened. And then the Rising Star Pop is so bent too. And then this. Then, around late August, Soojung stopped appearing with the group. On August 25th, the company released a statement about Soojung. In their statement, they said, quote,
Before the comeback, Hi-L member Soojung was continuously being treated for leg and back injuries during Channel A's Stars Awakening filming, and recently the pain worsened and urgently visited the hospital. According to the opinion of a specialist, she will not be able to attend to face-to-face fan sign and schedule on the 28th. We put the health of the artist first, and we'll do our best to help Soojung recover quickly.
End quote. From what I can tell, this is the only update they ever gave about Soojung's whereabouts. Back to the timeline. The girls traveled to Japan for their Hi-L special live event in Tokyo in October. They promoted there before returning to Korea. Then in November of 2022, the members of Hi-L, besides Soojung, opened their own Instagrams. Around the same time that the girls made their own personal Instagrams, the group's social media went silent. Their last Twitter post was on November 15th, and their last post on Instagram had been on October 7th. With the group's social media being silent and the members opening their own social media, fans started to really worry about the situation. As often with new groups, the members don't often have public social media, so when they do open their own social, it might ring some alarm bells. In mid-January of 2023, Soojung stated in an Instagram live that she had left Hi-L and that she would be focusing on modeling and her YouTube from now on. To this day, the company has never given a statement about her departure. In February of 2023, the CEO of Kpop Live updated his social media page, changing his profile photo to an outline of Hi-L, with the caption being changed to "Second mini album, The New L." This made fans worry, as in their eyes, this was kind of confirmation that Hi-L was getting a new lineup, or at least the lineup had changed. The photo, however, was an old photo of the 6-member lineup, but the title, The New L, was also another hint that changes were coming. I will touch on this in a moment. However, more recently, on December 26th of 2023, Hi-L's Instagram account was deactivated. Then, on January 10th, 2024, the Instagram page was back up. But then, a few days later, on January 19th, all the posts besides the group's debut teasers were deleted. And then, once again, on February 2nd, the account was gone again. Fans of Hi-L are demanding a statement about the group's whereabouts, especially now with the Instagram fiasco. They just want to know if the group is ever coming back, or if it has disbanded, as from what I can tell, the members themselves have not said anything about the status of Hi-L. There is some misunderstandings going around about the situation regarding the company. In early 2023, people started stating that Kpop Live had changed their name to SW Entertainment, and that they were gearing up to debut a new girl group. Now, of course, when I heard this, I wasn't surprised, and I kind of believed it. It does fit the pattern. However, speaking to the fan account Hi-L Archive for this video, I got some further information. According to them, there's no connection between Kpop Live and SW Entertainment. According to this tweet, someone got a message on Instagram stating there's no connection. In the message, SW Entertainment said, quote,
"Hello, we are SW Entertainment. I'm sending you a DM because there was a misinformation about On Air in your Instagram post. SW Entertainment is another company that is not related to Kpop Live Entertainment. On Air is the first girl group produced by SW Entertainment, and it has nothing to do with Hi-L girl group from Kpop Live Entertainment. I would like to request correction of this content."
End quote. Furthermore, just recently, Kpop Live did actually change their Instagram name to iStar Agency. Not sure what the deal is with that, but like I said, it does match their track record. Hi-L Archive speculated that this misunderstanding happened because they might use some of the same spaces like dance practice rooms and such. But if we believe the screenshot of the message from SW Entertainment, there is no connection between the two agencies or the two groups. I did just want to throw that out there, as places like Fandom Wiki even changed Kpop Live to SW Entertainment after the news started spreading.
What will you learn? What will you learn? That your actions have consequences! You freaking pricks! I've had it! I freaking had it! You guys have officially ruined everything!
And before I move on from this update, I do want to take a look at what the members are up to now. I did try and reach out to the girls to ask about the situation, but I haven't gotten any response. Like I said, all the members are on Instagram. Member Legion, who goes by her real name Yerin or Rini on Instagram, along with Hyun, who goes by Sojin on Instagram, have joined what I think is a dance team called Beyond Limit Original. So they post on the team's Instagram often and on their own, hanging out together. Yesil graduated in early 2023 and now posts onto Instagram. She also has a special Instagram where she posts film photos he has taken. Recently, she shared a photo of Hi-L with the caption, "Make me feel special." Jua, who now goes by her real name Jihoons, posts on her Instagram and does some sponsored posts from time to time. She also has an account for her dog, and more recently she linked to an account for a clothing brand called J Moon. On that account there's only one photo with Jihoons saying "coming soon," so I'm assuming that she's starting her own clothing brand. Dakyung is active on Instagram and posts dance covers from time to time. She also has a YouTube channel where she posts covers, but she hasn't posted a cover in a couple of months. Soojung also has an Instagram. I noticed that the other girls follow each other, but they don't follow Soojung, and Soojung doesn't follow them. But Soojung seems to be working as a freelance model. In December of 2022 and January of 2023, she shared photos from photo shoots that she did for a clothing brand called 33 Field Trip, and she has shared more of her modeling onto her Instagram page. But it is my opinion and a lot of other fans' opinion that Hi-L has silently disbanded. So until and if we ever get any further clarification on the situation, I like to believe that Hi-L has disbanded and the members have gone their separate ways. Alright, now let's dive into Lucente. There haven't really been any updates on the group itself. They haven't posted anything on their social media since my original video, and the members have moved on to different groups and projects. So it is assumed that the group is disbanded. I don't even know if the company is still around. From what I can tell, the members haven't really addressed the group besides Bao, which I will touch on a bit later. But let's take a look at what the members are up to these days. In May of 2022, Yusong posted onto his Instagram that he was a part of a DJ duo going by the name Phenomenon. However, their Instagram hasn't been updated since September of 2022, and seemingly Yusong hasn't mentioned this in his Instagram since then. He is active on his personal Instagram and does golfing a lot, but I think he's just kind of living his own life. Hero, or Youngwoong, is active on Instagram, so I got all the information from there. He started posting onto YouTube and streaming on Africa TV. He also makes covers quite frequently. He's also showing interest in music producing. On his Instagram, he talks about him working on lyrics and composition for a OST for a drama that was released in 2022. He also sang on the song, and in the caption for the post, he says that he was not too happy with the vocals, but that it was an opportunity to remember when he was a singer. Maybe it's just the translation, but it sounds like he's talking about that as if it is the past. He also made a post in April 2023 where the caption says that he made a trot song. Taejun posts on Instagram and TikTok and is focusing on dancing. He is also a part of Dance Creator Team, and funnily enough, I got recommended one of their videos on TikTok a couple of weeks ago, so it was funny when I was looking into the group again for this video and I recognized them. Kogun and Parka were a part of the lineup for a group that formed through the global idol project G-Egg that we talked about in my original video. Their group got named NIK, or Nick, but I'm just going to call them NIK, and they debuted in Korea in September of 2021 with their singles Santa Monica and Universe. Then in October, the group debuted in Japan with those same songs, but in Japanese. In November, the group released a Japanese digital single called Bomb. This song was then included on their first studio album, NIK Project 1, We Are the Future, that was released in December. According to the group's Fandom Wiki page, they also released other Japanese singles throughout 2022 and 2023. This is just information I got through Fandom Wiki, so if I'm missing something, please let me know in the comments. On June 30th of 2023, it was announced that NIK would be disbanding in July as the contracts were expiring that month. For Parka, after his time in NIK, I couldn't find too much information on what he's working on now. I did see this post on his Twitter from October of 2023, where he talked about doing his first solo activity. As for Kogun, in October, he posted onto his Instagram that he was joining Playback 7 Project, a Japanese project group that has yet to debut. The group, although Japanese, consists of all Korean members. According to K-Profile, this group is set to have a graduation system so members can leave the group and members can be added. They started promotions in Japan of 2023 and are still going strong from what I can tell on their Twitter page. I could find the least amount of information about Jiho on his Instagram. He is seemingly just living a normal life. He does mention in one post that he's going to school, so it is assumed that he's doing that these days. Because I don't really know if he wants his thing public, I'm not gonna post his Instagram, but if anyone knows anything more about him, please let me know. And last but not least, Bao. In April 2021, Bao mentioned that his contract with Nolga had expired and that he would be leaving Lucente. This is the reason why most people say that the group disbanded, along with the fact that, of course, the group hasn't posted anything in years at this point, and the members don't seem to really keep in touch. In March of 2022, Bao was introduced as a member of the group that was set to debut under Nature Space. And then on December 1st, 2022, the group debuted with their mini album Dreamland with the title track of the same name. Then on August 1st of 2023, Seed had their comeback with their second mini album Blue. Bao recently got into some hot water with mostly Korean fans. The situation isn't super clear to me, but from what I understand, he said to someone that he gets PTSD when he enters a recording studio, and then that person said to him that K-pop fans are crazy, and people got angry that Bao did not defend his fans in the situation, and also the comment about the PTSD. But Seed seems to be doing okay. They have some video fan calls going on and had a Christmas concert in December of 2023. But it is presumed that Lucente, like I said, has disbanded, and they have been disbanded for a while. I will leave some links down below if you want to check out any of the former members and what they're up to today. And again, if I missed something, please let me know. It was kind of hard to kind of track them down. Some of them don't seem to be under any new companies, so feel free to comment down below if I missed anything. My video about Purplebeck was released in May of 2022, and unfortunately there aren't many updates about Purplebeck as a group or their company. But I do think the only update I really have is pretty telling, which is what Yewol revealed in late 2023. According to a fan that spoke to Yewol, Yewol said that she hadn't been able to contact the CEO or Majesty Entertainment and doesn't know what's going on. She said that she has plans to continue her career of being a model and an influencer, and that she doesn't think that she will ever return to being an idol. But I still wanted to give you updates on where the members are now, especially since there's no updates about Purplebeck, and I don't think there ever will be. So since we already spoke about Yewol, let's start with her. She has been working as a model and as an influencer, posting onto Instagram. She also has a YouTube channel where she uploads vlogs from time to time. In January of 2023, she was also listed as a gym trainer at a sports center. Yerim is also working as a model and has a YouTube channel where she posts occasionally. Mini is currently under management AM9, a company that mostly has actors under its belt. We don't really know what her plans are yet, but she posts onto Instagram, and I guess we will see what her plans are further down the line. In October of 2023, Seyeon was working as a dance instructor, and then she participated in Miss Korea 2023, becoming the second runner-up. She also does meet up with Yewol often. Lastly, Lion, who went on hiatus and left Purplebeck before I made my video, now goes by Jimin. She posts covers onto YouTube and SoundCloud, and she posts onto Instagram from time to time. The girls have on occasion posted onto Instagram together, and Seyeon even still refers to her fans as Becky's, which is Purplebeck's fandom. But like I said, I am 99.9% sure that Purplebeck is disbanded, and I wouldn't be surprised if the company was also gone. But yeah, I highly recommend that you follow the girls on Instagram and support them, as they are very nice people. So I guess we can say that Purplebeck unfortunately silently disbanded. And And that is gonna be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this was not super lame and kind of worth the wait. Like I said in the beginning, I've been gone for way too long and I apologize. But yeah, let me know what you think about all these companies. Did you know about all the information I shared in this video? I'm sure you guys probably don't keep up with all the groups that I talk about on my channel, because I sometimes can't keep up either. Let me know if you have any suggestions for groups I need to cover on my channel in my Why Am I Worried series after my updated videos. Feel free to comment if you have any thoughts or opinions about the groups that I talked about today or their companies. But like I said, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.